Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. I'm going to tell you why I think Pedro Jimeno, star of Family Chantel, isn't a total write-off as a person, despite his sometimes negative reputation. Although I have written critical pieces on Pedro, I have also made an effort to take his perspective into account. I have made a sincere effort. As a result, I was often torn. For instance, it was obvious to me that Pedro had tampered with Chantel Everett's head before his departure. It was unclear to me if he had always intended to leave her. My work would alternate between positive and negative because of these questions. I would portray him as a villain and have faith in my writing, but occasionally, doubts surfaced. Sometimes, even though what I wrote was probably true, or at least somewhat true, I would still feel horrible about it. When Pedro started teaching Chantel Spanish, he got to know her. He was really attractive, and Chantel was stunning. He was from the Dominican Republic. She was American. They made a cute couple together. The possibility that it was real wasn't so difficult to accept. It wouldn't have been as credible if Chantel had been a more mature woman, like me, I think. But these two appear to be models. Pedro and Chantel are both incredibly gorgeous, and to be honest, their appearance hasn't caused them any harm. Fans have likely responded to them and loved their emotional explosions on screen primarily because of their images. That's perfectly ok. Producers take these factors into consideration while casting films, reality TV series, or anything else. The outside world has an impact. However, certain problems might have gone unnoticed because both are attractive individuals. For instance, Pedro's partner's beauty and his own glitzy facade may have concealed his true intentions. Chantel was allegedly singled out by Pedro and his family. According to that account, Pedro knew from away that he would use, humiliate, and eventually discard Chantel. He is a wicked person if that is the case. She was incredibly trusting and had done nothing to merit such treatment. But there's no concrete evidence that this occurred. Although there is no concrete proof, there is a lot of circumstantial evidence that could suggest a plot. Pedro claims to have loved Chantel and denies ever using her. Pedro is portrayed by his old friend as a liar and green card chaser since he allowed his pals to make fun of Chantel in front of him in Spanish. The source asserts that those buddies were aware of Pedro's grand scheme. The source is dishonest, according to Pedro. Yes, we do. We mold our perceptions, emotions, and facts into forms that make sense to us. We frequently portray ourselves as heroes in the process. The majority of people don't think of themselves as villains. Additionally, we occasionally make mistakes when it comes to both our own and other people's stories. Bias is present in every story. The purpose of the legal system is to remove this prejudice and provide a more equitable evaluation of a case. Lawyers receive critical thinking training. I try not to make judgments without evidence because they may be incorrect. I trust my instincts, but I need more evidence before I pass judgment. And perhaps Pedro is judged too harshly by supporters. Since I've never met him, I could have gone too far in my criticism. He might not be as horrible as people have made him out to be. People are pushed in diverse directions and pulled off course by emotion in real life. According to Pedro, he never used Chantel. He always intended to utilize her, according to his old pal. Who is speaking the truth? It's rumors without further proof. The truth can only be established by hard evidence. Naturally, the truth is already known by all involved. There will be attempts to conceal an unpleasant reality until it is impossible to do so, a practice known as gaslighting. There's acceptance after that. A fact is that Pedro left Chantel. He didn't love her anymore, if he ever loved her. I am glad that he left her because the life she would lead with a man who was faking his feelings would be terrible, even if she was fully unaware. By leaving her, he gave her the chance to work through her pain, grow as a person and become a stronger, better human being, one who could achieve her full potential. His decision to leave left her distraught and miserable, but it was her only hope for real happiness. So, whether he planned it or not, I think his choice to leave Chantel was the right one. He could have stayed for the sake of reality fame and the money that it can generate, but he left. He sacrificed his reality fame to leave a marriage that didn't fulfill him. Isn't there a chance that he really fell out of love? Would a true clout chaser give up a reality career that put him right in the limelight? That never computed for me. Maybe he fell in love with Chantel despite his family's wishes for him to use her. Life is not easy. They spent years together. The truth is only known by Pedro, the aspirational real estate agent, as seen in the Instagram post above. But I am personally quite appreciative that he had the guts to break up with a woman he didn't love, because it would be the height of disrespect to stay with her. She may not find love now, but she is no longer bound by what is unlovable. Because of his family's mercenary behavior, Chantel's sadness, and other factors, I've thought negatively about Pedro a lot. Sometimes I've also liked Pedro, like when he shared his parents' amusing mispronunciations of several English words, like Home Depot. I think he's fit, well-groomed, and appealing. The family Chantel celebrity simply caused Chantel a great deal of pain. Seeing a woman in such pain is difficult. This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.